it's Addy10, and the video you're going to be watching in the background is going to be another episode of how to get a KEM strike. This episode is going to be on the map Overlord, and Overlord is definitely a map you don't see very many gameplays on at all. I've barely uploaded any gameplays on this map myself, and that's just because not many people like it really, especially it's not great for pub stomping gameplays, and I don't even think casual players like it too much. But here's a fun fact actually, my first ever 3 KEM strikes were all on this map. And I used to not mind this map, like this map was okay, I found it quite playable, I knew exactly what to do back when the game first came out, and that's just because like the spawns hadn't been patched at all. There was like easy ways, just take advantage of the spawns, not in like crazy ways where like the enemy's just so trapped in the back of their spawn they can't even do anything, but like you could just get the spawn points on lockdown like you can on most of the maps right now. But after all the spawn patches that did happen over the last few months, while Ghost has been out, actually there's been quite a few patches to the spawns, and now this map is quite a confusing map to play. There isn't really a certain way to do it. As you can see right now, the enemies are spawning at C flag, and you can either run up and down this little like construction site area, and they do spawn like towards, like you see that building there, they spawn like behind that, or you could actually spend your time in this building and they'll spawn in the construction site. But I feel like that's a little bit less fast paced. If you want like more fast paced action, then this is kind of the place to be, because sometimes it will glitch out and they'll spawn like right behind this like metal building that I'm next to right now. So I think that's a lot more fast paced way to get a KEM strike if they're spawning on the C flag side. Mainly you want to get the enemies on the A flag side, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to flip straight back over onto there in a couple of seconds now. And actually, this is quite a good rush route. You want to be running on the left side of the map on A flag. You don't really want to go up the right hand side. There's a lot of like dangerous areas, and lots of people who tend to look up there, so make sure you get like check that area. And as you can see, a lot of people do like to sit on them solar panels too. I know that you guys probably do know that, it's quite a well-known spot. But this is pretty much where you want to be at A flag. They do spawn right at the back here, and they also spawn to the right here, like right at the back where I'm probably going to aim in a second. Yep, right there, that's where they spawn too. Also, where they're going to spawn is just under that little area. It's kind of like an underground bunker. You guys probably remember it from the little ladder that's kind of in the floor. They also spawn down there, so you've always got to keep an eye out for that. If you do use Amplify and Dead Silence, you probably can hear them down there. In fact, you definitely can. You may not even need Dead Silence. So just make sure you can like put them perks on, especially if you have a headset. Otherwise, then there's not really much point, I don't think. Although I can't really say that for myself because I've never actually played COD Ghost without a headset. I like just playing through like a TV mic. So that's pretty much all the tips I can give you for like the spawn system. In this area is actually a decent place to go. You can actually go into this room as well as the room next to it if you want kind of more fast-paced action. It is quite a dangerous spot to be. There's a lot of places you can get shot from, so it isn't kind of the best thing to do if you want to get a KEM strike. But say if you're a little bit bored, you want a little bit more fast-paced action, you maybe want to get a little bit of a faster KEM strike, then definitely coming in here is a okay idea. But of course, once again, you do have to be very careful of all the different areas the enemies can see you from. And that is pretty much everything I wanted to go over on this map. Of course, you want to talk about the guns right now. That's the last thing that we usually do on this series. And guns on Overlord, it's not really a very close range map unless you stick to the B flag area, which I wouldn't really recommend. So if you do stick to the B flag area, I suppose something like a honey badger would be okay. But overall, you kind of want to use an assault rifle or LMG or a sniper even, guns that are very long range, and you don't really want to use a honey badger because I know I just said assault rifles, but not every assault rifle fits that package for this map. The Remington is a great one. It's very good at long range and it's okay at medium range too. Close range not so much, but you're not really going to be in many close range situations anyway. So yeah, make sure you keep that in mind when picking your gun for playing this map. Other guns I'd recommend are probably in the assault rifle category. I honestly don't know. I can't think of the guns off my head. But you guys probably know which guns I do well really long range and which ones are more suited to close range. Like guns like Honey Badger, AK-12. Actually, AK-12 is usable, I think, on this map. I think AK-12 is kind of like an all-round gun anyway. You can pretty much use that gun on any map and do pretty well with it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you thought of the video. And make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.